What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. Today, we'll be taking a look at Mars and Scorpio and what it's like to have Mars and Scorpio in your astrological natal chart. So, let's get into it. What's Mars? Mars is our energy, our willpower, our defense. It correlates to how we manage and express our anger, our sexual drives, but most importantly, how we go about obtaining the things that we want. Scorpio is a sign of secrecy. It represents the psychology of the soul. It is a sign of deep, intense transformation. It's a water house. Now, traditionally, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio. And after the discovery of Pluto, some place sole rulership on Pluto, while others like myself maintain Mars's co-rulership of this sign because its nature is very much in line with that of Scorpio. So we know that Mars rules Aries as well. And continuing with our theme of Mars being this soldier and how this soldier interacts at different parts of the zodiac. In Scorpio, Mars is similar to his Aries self, but a whole lot different. You can consider Mars in Aries a traditional soldier or general, someone who wants to physically exert themselves. Mars in Aries is in your face, head, face, Aries, all right? Whereas Mars in Scorpio is more like a spy. It's the nighttime personality of Mars. And just like spies move in secrecy. They move in mystery. You never see them coming. So it's really cool how it operates. It's like Mars in Aries is coming at you from the front. Mars in Scorpio is coming at you from the back. Alright? So, first thing you want to know about Mars and Scorpio is that these guys move in silence. It is not a loud Mars. It is not one, like I said, that is in your face. These are the people who, when they are working on manifesting something or a plan, they're all in, but they're also very secretive about that. And that within itself is something I think anybody could stand to learn within your journey of manifestation. Knowing what to keep to yourself. So remember, that spy nature of Mars is there. You never really know what they're doing. So even if they're telling you what they're doing, there's guaranteed there's still more to be revealed. So within that nature, you have a Mars that is very, very calculative. And it is my personal belief that this is at least one of the top 3 placements for Mars in terms of really exerting its willpower. Referencing Aries again, that is exerting the will through force and direct action. The Scorpio approach is a lot more subtle. There needs to be it's a water sign, so there's an emotional attachment to whatever it is that the Mars individual is doing, and they go about channeling it in a very subtle but intense way. So that leads me to my next point about these guys with the willpower, is that whereas like a fiery Mars, they're courageous enough to try, but they may easily give up. Air Mars could overthink the situation to the point of working away from what needs to be done. But this water Mars, in particularly Scorpio, it's like it absorbs whatever pain or limitation comes from not getting its way, and they channel it, and it makes them go more intense and become more relentless. So some way they break through. This is a very, very good Mars for exerting your willpower and knowing how to move with it. When we explore Mars in the 8th house, you'll see similarities, but a lot more subtle. You'll see other differences. Why that may be a little bit more difficult to do, right? But this Mars, like I said, is very intense, and it's a great researcher. Really, really great researcher. And anybody you watching this video right now with Mars and Scorpio is probably having a field day in terms of learning astrology. And with that the thing with the research also shows that the Mars can focus and concentrate upon a goal particularly well, and that's how they're able to attack it from different angles through that research. So if you're someone with a harshly aspected Mars within Scorpio, they're researching there may be a desire there, but they may not go far with it. Okay, so if you struggle with that, you gotta know that sticking through and thoroughly doing the knowledge is what's really gonna help you get the upper hand on others. All right, so it's almost like you in a Virgo way, you gotta be detailed, or you gotta pay attention to what's going on in between the lines. That's how this Mars really thrives. But do great in terms of anything where they have to use their intuition, figure things out, and piece it together. So now I want to talk about like the career aspect with this Mars and Scorpio, because I've been fortunate to connect with and do readings for those who need to find their way, as well as those who have. And like I said, Scorpio is the psychology of the soul, things taboo. Mars is above all passion. It really represents what we are passionate about. Venus is what we love. That's just what we love to do. Mars is what really gets the blood boiling, okay? It makes us want to charge towards it, right? So when it comes to asserting one in the self of career, Mars and Scorpio in particular has to be very honest with themselves about the things that they are passionate about and what they find interesting. So if it's a scenario where they don't really know, I'll always ask this question. Tell me about your views regarding sex. And what you'll find in every Mars and Scorpio individual is that there's an immense interest or passion regarding this area. So this can extend towards careers regarding like psychologists, right? Child psychologists if your Mars ends up in the 5th house. Working with those who have undergone certain traumas if your Mars is in the 8th or the 12th, right? Such as sexual abuse. Or sexual psychology. Something where the person can play towards their passion for psychology, for things taboo, and more than likely, their sexuality. And there's going to be something within their own exploration of their sexuality that kind of makes them not necessarily an expert, but well informed or able to understand the sexual psychology of others because of the exploration they've done within themselves. Okay? So even if it's not a very overtly sexual Mars and Scorpio person, there's an immense understanding of sexual nature here, and that can be used into the career in many ways. One of my I have a client who is an artist, and he expresses his thoughts or his creativity in that Scorpio type way. So just channeling that interest and being real with yourself about that leads to a lot of fulfillment within the career area. Now let's talk a little bit more about the sexual nature of this Mars and Scorpio. Very, you know, it's natural. It's a natural sign. So this person is going to explore themselves, and then themselves in relationship with others. So another thing you'll find here, this Mars, the Mars and Scorpio person typically gets introduced to sex early on in adolescence, okay, whether through their own will or, you know, through traumatic events. But that creates a journey in which, yeah, triggers a transformation for them. So masturbation is a big thing with these people, and the regulating of that and other sexual currents is going to be essential towards the person's overall vitality. Now, with Mars and Scorpio, and like I said, I still do my research, and anybody out there with the position, feel free to chime in. This is the position more times than not, unless it's in a very, you know, harshly aspected place. These are the people that really gain clarity from orgasms, or the releasing of sexual tension. Them in particular. So their relationship with things like masturbation and the orgasm is different. But like I said, you really have to evaluate everything in the chart. But at the root of it, the person will really have to explore their sexual motivations. And I can say I think that a lot of the Mars and Scorpio sexual nature is connected to the power that they feel from it. You know, a Mars and Gemini would really want to learn about sex. Mars and Virgo would want to see different, you know, techniques or ways of experiencing sex. Mars and Scorpio is like, how much power can this yield me, and how can I use this power? Okay, so very interesting position, and I could really go some more with this, but I'm gonna stop it right here. So this is my interpretation of Mars and Scorpio. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to chime in, let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do so now. If you need a reading, check the description box. Send me an email. We'll set something up. Until next time, peace.